Alright, day 3 video. Well, not day 3, just the 3rd video in this series. Guess I will try the footpath first. And right away, I will show you this Mike, if you're still watching, or Sage, probably Mike more importantly, because his name's on the package. This is how I addressed the parcel mailing to the Horseshoe Baltimore. I'm going to do it when I leave the park. I haven't done it yet, but I have written that label. So Linda should be the one who opens it, but if it's in Mike's possession, okay, CO, care of Mike. And I hope putting the words poker room in that Horseshoe Baltimore line gets it to the poker room, not just somewhere random in the building. And that is the address for the Horseshoe Baltimore. So I'm going to mail it later today, and I hope it makes it there. Alright, just kind of walking into the jungle now, and I don't mean New Orleans. Is that a dragonfly? Oh, that was a dragonfly. You know, I heard if you were ever stranded in the middle of nowhere, you see a dragonfly, follow it. They only drink the purest water. Water that's safe for humans. And now I see some water. I mean, I have some in my car, so I'm not going to drink this, but yeah, I have no idea if this is a loop, by the way, or I'm going to have to walk back this way to get back to the parking lot. Don't really know what's going on. I saw, you know, that fork in the road, that sign said footpath to the right, old road to the left. I mean, I saw the old road like a minute ago, but there's a fence between me and the road, so it doesn't look great for this being a loop. What does this sign say? Let's check out the canyon. Alright, nice background. So my back was to the road for a long time. I was facing this, finally in the spot in the trail where it turns around. Not walking back the same path I came, but you know, got to like the top of the circle, so to speak. So looks like this is the closest I'll get. Been seeing this mountain all day, the red from that iron oxide, and I don't think I'm getting any closer than that. That is really cool to be this close. I mean, if I went off the trail and I didn't slip going up that slope, I mean, I could touch that in like 3 minutes or so, but heading away from it now. The one thing I don't like about this is, I don't know, just the lack of signs, the unclear signs, like that, I don't think it was this video, I think it was the second video of the series. Like when I was at the cemetery, why is the sign behind the chain link fence, not in front? Like the chain link fence was in front of so many words, it was very annoying to read. Some signs in that day 1 video, which I didn't show, like the frame was there, there was no sign. Like some signs, they were just like, I don't know what happened, got like burned, something fell on it, just like chunks of the words you couldn't see. And these trails, I don't know, sometimes it's unclear what trail I'm on, or like if it's a loop, how I'm getting back. Am I gonna have to double back? I don't know, but I mean, I'm making it. I just don't know exactly if I've hit, like, when I leave, I don't think I'll have hit like every single spot. I think you had to double back over a lot to hit every single part of every trail. Here's the picture, you know, there, it's a big picture, so I'll just get off camera. Yeah, I like trails where it's like a loop, and if you go on a detour, you like go out and then come back, and you're at that same spot on the main loop. In this, there's like a lot of like trails where like several ovals kind of touch, and I don't know, it just makes it confusing, like how I'm getting out, how many times I have to walk the same spot twice if I want to hit literally every part of every trail. So that's my only displeasure with this. Like, it was much clearer at Ice Age Fossil State Park, like what trail I was on and where I was on it. But it's really nice, you know, seeing these mountains from over 200 million years ago, reading about the pool fish hearing that one donkey. I don't think I'm gonna get to see one. You know, I suspect the flies much prefer the fresh manure. Most of the manure I've walked by, nothing, no activity. A couple of times, a lot of flies, which makes me think the donkeys must have left that today. But heard that one, seen zero, haven't seen a wild horse, haven't heard a wild horse. Butterflies, birds, lizards. Haven't seen any snakes, not that I really want to, they might attack, but I have seen some holes in the ground where I imagine snake burrowed into the ground, and those things in the first video, that might have been wood rats. Also just beats walking on a treadmill by so much, so that if nothing else. But enjoyed my time, think they could put a little more into the direction and the information and the signs and everything. I wasn't even sure where to park. I don't think I was supposed to park where I did that first time. There's like a parking lot not very far from there. I think I was supposed to park there and walk, but it was quite unclear and whatever. So, but so almost done, I think. Heading back towards the lake. Yeah, and I don't know if how close. I think I've been as close to the lake as I'm gonna get. When I drove in, there was a sign that said like lake closed. I wonder if that meant like you can't actually touch the water, or if it meant the trail circling the lake is closed right now. I'm starting to think it means the trail is closed, because when I was reading about the pool fish, there were 2 fences between me and the water. I don't know how I'm supposed to get closer than I was. I think it's just like one of the trails isn't functioning right now. So, gonna step into the shade for a little bit. Just right on the edge of the shade. There we go. Mountain is blocking the sun. So, gonna hang out here where the sun's not hitting me, and then start walking back. Yep, heading back towards the lake. So this sign makes it sound like you can never get closer than this to the lake, although the map would make me think you can. Looks like there's a walking trail up there to the right, but I don't know. I mean, this fence though could be opened. Like there are these wooden posts for this permanent fence. I mean, this gate, I mean, could be opened. So I don't know. I think just right now, for some reason this time of year, the Lake Harriet Trail is closed. And these signs, this isn't the first one I've seen. They don't want you to bring like a fish from home and throw it into the lake. Okay, I understand that. But like, there's no chance anyone's doing that from this far away. Like, I'm like 75 yards from the lake. So this makes me think, yes, like you can walk closer to the lake at some points in the year, but right now for some reason not. So I'm gonna walk along this fence, get back to the parking lot, and that's gonna wrap it up. First video did the Ash Grove trail / trails. Second one, the Overlook Trail, and it was connected to the Plant Trail. And then in this video, the Sandstone Canyon area, and as close as I could get to the lake. Yeah, I don't know if you could see the flies there. They're moving around a little bit. A lot of activity right here, but a lot of areas with manure, there was not a lot of activity. So could have been cool to see the burrow that left that behind, but I guess I'll just have to settle for hearing that one on my way up to the overlook. See, nothing going on over here. All right, back to the parking lot. Definitely recommend it if you live in town. Of course, even not. I don't know what it would cost rideshare, but it's not like 3 years ago I was in the Badlands. You drive there and you also like drive around. A lot of it is like scenic while you're driving, and some other places are like you kind of drive from spot to spot and then start walking. You park in this parking lot right here and you could walk to every trailhead. I'm leaving now. I've been here about 3 hours, so if the ride share from like the strip to here isn't ridiculous, definitely recommend it even if you're visiting. Not a lot of bugs. A few were flying around my face, my ears, being kind of annoying, but didn't get eaten alive like the mosquitoes in Antelope Island State Park in Utah. Don't know if it's the time of year, what the reason is, but Bugs are not a major problem, so just you know, water, snacks, sun protection, things like that. You don't have to worry about the bugs though. So in front of this grass area that I saw when I was on the overlook looking down, you pay by, that's the wrong way now, you pay by vehicle. I don't think it matters how many people are in the vehicle. So if the vehicle has a Nevada license plate, $10 regardless of the amount of occupants. If the vehicle has any other license plate, $15. Same thing, doesn't matter how many people are inside. So Ice Age Fossil State Park was $3. Old Las Vegas Mormon Fort, $3. This still a great value, so definitely recommend it, even though could have used some better signs, some more signs, things like that. And if you just want to come here for lunch, picnic area right over there. You know what, before I leave, let's check it out. You know, and I was gonna do some pull-ups. Not allowed. A couple people walking with coolers, lawn chairs. They had a picnic. Oh, I passed that guy on the trail. I recognized the visor. He said howdy. And then a second guy later said howdy. Alright, so come here for a picnic before or after the hikes. And also do the hikes. And remember, video's not done. I just saw this red from the road on the side of the mountain. Had to stop and get some footage of this. And remember, rice is a spoon food.